Have you seen Hunter Biden describing why crack is so good? It's the greatest crack advertisement of all time.
No.
If crack wasn't terrible for you, this guy makes me want to try crack. I'm not going to. Don't do it. I'm not giving any advice, but I'm saying this guy, like, legitimately, this might be the best advertisement for crack of all time. I'm going to send it to you, Jamie. You're going to watch it and you're going to go, oh my God.
I'm excited for this.
I want to try crack.
He's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, he's a lot smarter than people give him credit for. I'll tell you that. Like, he's talking, and one of the things he was talking about was why smoking things are so addictive, why smoking cigarettes are so addictive, and like the psychology behind it. He's not dumb, but he's just a guy who, became an addict, and that fucks your whole life up. It fucks you. You become a subhuman.
Yeah.
When you're junkied out all the time, and you're that dude who's like what he was doing, like making films and shit, and driving with a gun.
Yeah.
He was fucking gone. He was out there, dude.
Well, when you're an addict with money, it gets real wild.
And your dad is one of the most famous people on the planet. It's so crazy. Listen to this.
Well, the only difference between crack cocaine and cocaine is sodium bicarbonate and water and heat, literally. That's it?
And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
This is free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get. Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar, cocaine, and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
Oh, it's vastly, vastly different. And like for real, I feel really reluctant to kind of have some euphoric discussion. I know you're not asking me to do that, but have some euphoric discussion about crack cocaine.
I think this might be kind of the opposite here.
Okay, no, it's the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want to have the experience of some euphoric recall. That's how powerful crack cocaine is. Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as being dirty. It's the exact opposite. When you make crack, what you're doing is you're burning off all the impurities so that it combines with the sodium bicarbonate, which makes it smokable. That's all. All of these actors and, people in the past that talked about they had a problem with cocaine and freebasing. They were smoking crack.
So straw on the stove is the same thing?
Not exactly, but close to it. But it's a little bit different. But anyway, my point about it, your point about it, which I think is true, is that there's a thing about crack that is really insidious. And what it is that anytime, I think one of the reasons that they believe that smoking cigarettes is so addictive is because it combines three really important things. It's habit forming, there's an oral fixation, and there is a ritual combined with it. And so the idea of hand to mouth is a habit and a fixation that we learn very early, even as children. With a pacifier, with a spoon, with your thumb, to breastfeeding. Okay, so I don't want to get into the psychology of it because I'm no expert, but I do know this, is that you combine with that ignition, combustion, and then you combine the ritual. You have your cigarette in the morning, you have your cigarette when you get out of the car, you have your cigarette with your coffee. Crack is that on steroids. It's over and over.
Oh my
There's
God.
ritual to it. There's a ritualized part of it. The combination of all of those addictive behaviors together becomes like really powerful. And the drug in and of itself is a more immediate euphoric sensation and connected to it than, in my experience, cocaine alone.
Does it require more frequency to maintain the high?
Yes. And the capacity to use more than you could otherwise with powder cocaine, just physically to be able to ingest it.
Okay.
So
we should give that guy credit. Who's the dude who's interviewing him?
Andrew Callahan, Channel 5.
Well, he nailed it. He did a great job. That's the best ad for coke ever.
It's the best.
Best ad for crack ever.
Yeah.
And he could be president. How about that? How about that?
That kid,
How about
that?
He could. No bullshit. Hunter Biden, after all he'd been through, look, we all his dirty laundry's all out there. We all see it. He was a freak.
He speaking of which,
He's just smarter than his dad when his dad was young, and he was a crackhead.
He spoke so eloquently about crack just then. I mean, that was. And by the way, you know what 2 words got me?
What?
Ignition was the first one.
Yeah, Jesus, bro.
And I forget the second word, but ignition. I was like, you got my ears here. But I have a friend that smoked crack.
Oh my God, I have a couple.
Yeah, and I said, what was it like? Like, describe it to me. And he goes, dude, the best way I could describe it is, imagine you are as horny as humanly possible. You have a raging hard-on, and a woman sits down on your dick for 2 seconds and then plops off and walks away. He goes, that sensation of the thrill of that, he goes, that's the only way I could think to kind of equate like what the charge of it is and how excited you are and how you feel you need to immediately do it again.
And when you do it again, do you get the same reaction or is it dumbed down?
That I don't remember what he said, but I got the impression that it's kind of like, you know,
It
it's
has to
that
be, right?
just on repeat. It's the broken record
up and
of
down,
that.
up and down, and then big crashes.